Right, so now taking a rhyme on never night I
I just may have the best job in the world. I'm Kid at Heart Steve Starobinsky, and it's my job to find the next big toy brand. I travel around the world tracking trends, meeting retailers, and building marketing campaigns, all in an effort to make your kids' Christmas magical. It's a big business too. The US toy industry alone is a $21 billion business and growing. We're here in Tokyo to study the similarities and differences between our two markets and extract insights that will help us predict the next big thing in play. Play is both a feeling and a product. It's something that becomes the foundation for passion, something for us to be proud of. We'll study it here in Tokyo and report back for all the Kid at Hearts at home. Day 1. It's the daily early morning train commute for almost 30 million people, and we're on our way to Tokyo Big Sight, one of the most futuristic looking convention centers anywhere in the world. We're here today at Tokyo Toy Fair because I'm in the business of play. It's an ever-changing, almost fickle industry that shifts and swings with kids' tastes in movies, TV shows, video games, and now your favorite YouTube influencer. 60% of all toys on the shelf today will not be there in 24 months. This fast-paced demand for innovation and new products is why we've traveled to Tokyo and have 3 main agenda points we're after. 1. To meet with existing clients that are showcasing here, review new products, and get marketing updates. And look, we'll do a little schmoozing. 2. Find new manufacturers of toy and trend product that could potentially be brought over to the US and become the next big thing in North America. And 3. To organize and highlight the trends of the show and Tokyo in general that I'll publish for an industry blog I write called Diverse Insights. To draw wisdom from what we find that can inspire our manufacturing and retail partners to make better and more informed marketing decisions. Tokyo Toy Fair is crazy. The booth build-outs, musical guests, magicians, and various activations are like no other trade show in the toy industry. This is my friend Vincent, who I met here in Tokyo last year. He is the Global Products Acquisition Manager for Hasbro, the biggest toy company in the US with revenues of over $5 billion. He has a unique role connecting the dots between innovation in Japan and Hasbro's product pipeline.
What if somebody has never been at a toy exhibition? What are some of the brands that they would know from Hasbro?
Oh, well, we have Transformers, which is our really big one. We have For Real, as you can see over here. We have Baby Alive. We also do a lot of partner brands, what we call it, where we do licensing from partners like Disney Princess, Marvel, Star Wars. So we're really all over the place.
This project's called A Kid at Heart. Something that I believe we inherently all have. In the same way that Bourdain kind of found a commonality between all people in food, we're trying to explore this idea of connectivity through play. What does Kid at Heart mean to you?
You know, Kid at Heart means to me never forget what you're passionate about. Whether it be toys, cars, technology, never forget that. Never let people tell you you're too old for that. Once people start telling you that you're too old and you accept that, you lose a piece of yourself. So for me, it's buying toys. I always love toys. I'm trying to, just stay with that passion in my heart and find where my career leads me.
In Japan, everybody plays video games, and it's become a viable marketing channel for new brands. So for us, when we're making TV content or YouTube or video, in Japan they have another avenue to promote the best content, and that's through innovative games that people play, young and adults. When I'm eating chips and using my cell phone, I just use this to keep my hands real clean. And then the built-in stylus for all of my notes. Tomy Takara.
I'm getting pretty hungry, and tonight's meal is going to be special. It was recommended by my colleague, mentor, friend, boss, sometimes father figure, Greg Harden. Greg is a second-generation toy industry professional and has been in the toy business for over 30 years. A true dynasty, in fact, as his dad was in toys and so are his sons and daughter. I have a feeling his grandkids will too. He is the very best salesman I've ever met in my life, knowing how to command a room, make everyone laugh, and has never let any challenge get in the way of the work that it takes to be successful. He started doing business with Japanese companies back in the 90s and saw the potential for marrying their innovation with our entrepreneurship. Fun fact, he was responsible for building the Thomas the Train program with Tomy at Walmart. Kobe beef is a type of Wagyu that comes from Japanese black cattle and is delicious. It's so tender and tasty that it's basically expensive meat butter.
This is a beautiful piece of sirloin Kobe beef.
But dinner wasn't in some luxurious upscale restaurant you would expect Kobe to be served in. It was like we were eating at this 84-year-old woman's kitchen counter. Each move meticulous, each cut specific, perfectly timed, and then the thoughtful simplicity, a piece of Wonder Bread to soak up all the meat juice, which she then serves at the end.
So good.
Grandma very tired.
That's your grandmother?
Yeah.
That's nice. It's nice. Okay?
It looks like a little girl's class.
Shut up. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Thank you
so much.
Amazing dinner.
Arigato. Arigato.
Wonderful.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Tomy Takara is the largest toy company in Japan, and I had the pleasure of sitting down with third-generation chairman of the board, Mr. Kentaro Tomiyama. We talked about the history of Tomy and how it started in 1924, their successes, challenges, opportunities, and his advice for kid at hearts around the globe.
Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kentaro Tomiyama. I'm CEO and the chairman of Tomy Company Limited here in Tokyo. Nowadays, we are talking about sustainability of the company. So we look back to history and what the real competence of a company and what we should sort of inherit and sustain into the future. I have to find out what are those, and that's a very difficult questions. The world is changing so big, and not in just the technology, but environment issues, political issues, economic issues, and in Japan, demographic is not so good as other countries, and we have to find that answer.
What are some of the brands and products that Tomy has been responsible for bringing to market in its rich history?
We are celebrating 95 years anniversary this year, so the history is so long. But some of the brand and product line has a very long life, and we have quite a few good brands and sort of IPs. There are three big important brands in our company. One is Tomica, which is a diecast car category. The other one is we call Pla Rail. It's already 60 years history. 60 years ago, plastic material is a high-tech material, so we put Pla Rail in a name. 3 generations are enjoying our products. There are sort of IPs, which means not just developing toys, but making animations and movies. And those are the toys for the new generations. Namely, the important one is Transformers.
Transformers, more than TV
This speech is developed by us, and actually only 10 years ago or so, Hollywood make it a movie, and it's really become a global giant. Of course, we have two more things, and one is Beyblade.
I combine a strong attack ring with a stabilizer base.
Beyblade, the ultimate high-performance tops.
Became sort of a very important boys IP. And another one is what we call Zoids.
The Zoid, giant Zerk. You put it together.
Again, this is products and animation.
It seems like there's some brands that in the US Tomy doesn't get credit for because you're focused here in Japan, but you have an incredible heritage of innovation. What are the differences between the Japanese and American markets? Do children really play differently? Do shoppers shop differently?
For the last 30 years, gradually the Japan animation is getting popular, and the breakthrough is Pokemon. Pokemon was a great hit worldwide. These days, Japanese characters, letters, seems to be okay on the package. It's incredible. So children outside Japan was contaminated by the Japanese sort of way. I mean, the culture.
Koji is one of Greg's best friends in the industry. They have known each other for over 20 years and worked on numerous big deals together, including that Thomas deal at Walmart. Today, Koji works as a high-ranking executive at Epoch, but back in the day when Greg met him, he worked at Tomy. Every year we have a tradition to have dinner with Koji at one of his favorite restaurants. In this year's, it's bittersweet because it's Koji's last. He's retiring. You know, time. I've been with Diverse for 10 years now. So when did you and Greg meet?
Back in 97.
97. You guys worked on the Tomy Takara project, right? Tomika? It's my favorite piece of sushi. Uni sea urchin. After dinner, we decided to explore a little bit of Tokyo nightlife and met up with some friends for a nightcap. We explored Golden Gai, a popular party district comprised of dozens of microbars, all with their own unique theme and vibe. We chilled and connected and found a little bit of play along the way.
Strategy!
The last day at Tokyo Toy Fair is arguably the best. It's truly for the kids. The show opens its doors for a day of play, fun, and magic for general consumer. 150,000 kids and their parents from all over Japan come to the show and get to experience all the latest and greatest that Japanese manufacturers have to offer. It's a day full of bands and mascots, impromptu concerts and exhibitions, and what seems like mile-long demo tables. And if there's one thing the American toy industry takes away from Kid at Heart, it's that this is good for business. Getting all this real-time feedback, marketing exposure, and content creating opportunities. Less than a mile away from Big Sight, a recommendation leads us to the Mori Building Digital Art Museum, currently featuring the Team Lab Borderless exhibit powered by Epson. Here, projectors transform walls into wallpaper, A blank canvas becomes an immersive, interactive, beautiful experience. This art and our play stem from the same place. They both evoke positivity and create memories. The infusion of technology multiplies what play can look like. And seeing this made me want to do this show.